Before you judge me, take a walk in my shoes.
The little beads mean the little things that happen in my life that stuck. The big beads are the big things in my life that happen that I have to change. I'm very impulsive. My mind has a lot of problems, but it also holds a future. I know I can get better if I try. I know I can change my life and be a better person. I'm a very lonely person, a lot of breakups. My heart is broken, but I know it's being repaired a day at a time. Just like my recovery, I have to take it a day at a time.
The 17 years of my life have been some amazing years, yet some tragic ones. The date, October 13th, 2010, is the death of my grandma. When she passed, I began smoking pot. On May 27th, 2012, I began dating a guy who abused me. In the summer of 2013, I was raped by an old friend. I didn't know how to deal with it anymore. I began to numb the pain with alcohol. My life became unmanageable and I attempted suicide, and a week later I wound up at Rosecrance. I'm grateful for my life, and I am a survivor. I will make it. I'm healing myself of all past trauma.
The story behind my shoe is that I'm looking for a better life and something that's very important to me: happiness and music.
The meaning of this shoe is to explain my life so far and the life I'll have in the future. I'm good to go, ready to connect to the world and ready to refresh and renew my life after rehab.
This shoe relates to my life because the only way to get away from my thoughts every once in a while was marijuana. During the day was always the hardest time because of emotional abuse and fighting, so by nighttime I always felt relieved to be smoking with my friends. This shoe is also colorful and different. I feel like it represents a time where I felt like I was going crazy or insane.
My shoe represents me. The bottom represents all the lows and anger that was in my life and my down points. The top represents when I got happy and the help I need.
There are two sides to every story, and I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. One side of my story could start with sobriety or hope when I leave treatment. The other side of me wants to continue the use or pain when I leave, because it's the closest thing I've ever had to real happiness.
Yellow, my school, good grades, and sports. Green, this is when my life started to go a little downhill, when my dad kicked me out my first day of freshman year. Black, this is when I really got bad into drugs. I started lying, stealing, do whatever I had to do to get high. Red, I put myself into treatment and a recovery home to get better for my wife. Blue, happy ending. I'll be able to be a good husband for my wife and to provide for my family.
So this is my life. I am both happy and sad, and I'm still trying to figure out how that could be. My shoe represents all the crazy things in my life. On the sole of my shoe are music notes, because music is a big inspiration in my life. The pot leaf and Rasta colors represent my drug use. The lyrics on the side show my past with self-harm. The paintbrush underneath shows my passion for art. Mickey Mouse symbolizes the little boy I babysit. The rainbow shows the fact that I am bisexual. Long story short, my life is filled with commotion, but I am a strong person.
I'm a 17-year-old girl. I started smoking pot at 14. I used it daily until I found out I was pregnant. My ex raped me and left me after that. I carried my baby until term and tried to take care of him for 2 weeks. I decided that an open adoption would be best. After my pregnancy, I smoked bud again, but moved up to snorting pills. The white dots represent the pills. The bright colors represent my trips on chemicals, acid, and shrooms. The black splatter represents alcohol. I'm now ready to change my ways. I know I can because I am strong.
Before you judge me, take a walk in my shoes.